Hey, friend, pull up a chair. Tonight is one of those still, soft nights where we remember things, not in a rush, but in rhythm. Let me tell you a story of long, long ago. Maybe not that long. There was a season in my life when I went through what I now call my lavender phase. Not just because of the color or the scent. Honestly, though, I still can't walk past a lavender scented candle without taking a long, dramatic inhale. I just love the smell. But it was because something about lavender held to me. It was just after my divorce. Jorincea and I moved back in with my mum. Three women, three generations, all a little cracked, all holding each other up. And on weekends, when the world just felt a little bit too busy, too loud, too much, we would take drives into the Natal Midlands of South Africa. Now, if you know, you know. Winding roads, soft music playing, mist rolling off the hills, farm stalls with fresh bread, and sometimes whole fields of soft purple lavender standing tall, blooming quietly, unapologetically soft. It didn't ask for attention, it just was. I started gardening then. I tried lavender, flowers, herbs, even a few vegetables. Some grew, some didn't. And you know what? I realized I don't have green fingers, not like my mother in law. Not really. But that was not to the point. I didn't plant to feed a family. I didn't even plant to prove to myself or to others that I can grow something. I planted to remember that life still moves, that soil still holds, that something can grow even when you feel like you can't. We talk a lot about blooming in this month of July, especially in July. We want you to be a full flower, all petals, all radiance, all visible. But let me tell you something my mum taught me without ever needing to say it in words. It was one of those unspoken lessons that I just felt. Not all growth is visible. Some of the most powerful blooming happens deep in the dark, in the roots, in the quiet, in the days that you don't want to get out of bed, where you just feel really blooming tired, blooming down, blooming blue, maybe, not even blooming. But you do it anyway. You get up. And sometimes we grow seeds, little habits. We grow weeds, little habits that used to keep us safe, though that it was things that we used to help us cope. But now they are just there to choke out the light. Weed. Weeds don't need a gardener. But lavender does. So does roses and other flowers and vegetables. So in that season of my life, my mum became my gardener. She didn't rush me. She didn't fix me. She didn't even give me a TEDx talk over breakfast. She just held space. She made coffee, lots and lots of coffee. And she allowed me to just sit there in the silence. She made sure that I knew that I was worthy, even with no petals to show for it. And that, right there, that was the lesson. Right growth takes love, it takes care, it takes gentleness, and most of all, it takes trust. We think that discipline means force, but a gentle discipline, that is choosing presence over pressure. It is doing one small thing with care, not because you are performing, but because you are becoming. Yes, you. Watering your plant, feeding your cat slowly, writing for 10 minutes, not to finish something, but to feel something. Go pour yourself a coffee like it is a morning ritual, not just fuel. Sip it, smell it, taste it. Be present in that moment, not to impress anyone, just to be in your life. Because the garden isn't rushing, and neither should you. Now, before you go, can I leave you with a little invitation? For this week, ask yourself, where am I demanding a bloom? And what if instead you give yourself permission to root, not to force a bloom, but permission to root? That's all. No performance, no pressure, just one quiet moment every day for this coming week where you remember that you are already enough. You are already growing. And lavender doesn't bloom all year either. Neither do you. Thanks for sitting with me tonight. Until next Tuesday, walk gently with lavender, scented gratitude, Ceanlia, your host.